Would you like to learn more about float therapy? As human beings, we can experience some pretty incredible things in this world. Our senses give us a vibrant awareness of our surroundings. But what happens when we remove ourselves from our senses? Where do our thoughts go when we're not processing the external world? What do we perceive when there is nothing to perceive? The sensory deprivation tank, also called the float tank, was designed to try and answer these questions. Traditional float tanks are small chambers or pods which require closing a lid over top of you and often invoke fears of claustrophobia. East Coast Float Spa's modern float rooms were designed with that concern in mind, offering the most modern and spacious environment in which to float. Large enough to walk into and stand inside, your float room lets you fully control your experience with light and music options so that you can relax and get all the amazing benefits of float therapy. Within your float room, the colors, tastes, smells, and sounds of the outside world fade away, leaving you with a truly unique opportunity to experience your inner self, or nothing at all. The float rooms are filled with warm, skin temperature water saturated with over 1,000 pounds of medical-grade Epsom salts, so your body is supported effortlessly, as if there was no gravity pulling on you. They are also built to reduce external light and sound, so once you're inside and shut off the light, there is no external stimulation on your body. Within minutes, it becomes impossible to tell where the edges of your body are at all. Though the float rooms themselves are fascinating, what happens to people who spend time floating inside them is even more interesting. Many people describe floating as the most relaxing thing they've ever experienced, and it's no wonder why. In the outside world, there are so many things that trigger our biological stress response: news, work deadlines, constant alerts and updates from our phones. But inside your float room, with no external stimulation, your body is completely free from stress. Even spending an hour floating gives your nervous system a chance to downregulate and stop the production of stress hormones, leaving you relaxed and recharged. Floating is helping millions of people manage their stress, anxiety, and even depression, and it can help you too. Physically, floating helps our bodies manage chronic pain and recover from injuries. The Epsom salts in the water have a natural anti-inflammatory effect, which eases aches and stiffness in our muscles and joints. Many people suffering from arthritis and fibromyalgia have found relief from their pain while floating. Being completely supported by the water below also allows your spine to decompress and elongate, easing any discomfort in your neck, back, or frame. Spending time away from processing the external world also gives our mind an opportunity to slow down and organize itself. Many people use their time floating to focus on their breath and deepen their meditation practice. Others use their distraction-free float sessions for creative visualization, composing new music, drafting new literature, working through challenges they are facing in their lives, or even developing new business ideas. It may seem somewhat strange at first, but there truly is a whole world waiting to be discovered within yourself. And East Coast Float Spa's custom-built float rooms are the ultimate tool to access it. If you'd like to learn more about floating or try it for yourself, click below to discover more about the specific ways floating could help you and how East Coast Float Spa was designed to give you the best floating experience, whether it's your first or 100th float.